I grew up in New Jersey as a pastor's kid, and in my 20s my father passed away, and it created a really bad situation inside myself. I built up a lot of anger and resentment, and it was all focused toward God, and I was so angry. I just turned away from the church. I turned away from anything godly, and I just started to fill my life with anything but Jesus. After many years, enough was enough. And I was just sick and tired of being sick and tired, as they teach you. And I just knew that what was missing in my life was God. And I said, you know, we don't have anywhere to go to church this Sunday. Let's just stop by and see what's going on at the Glass Church. So I walked in expecting to see Dr. Schuller preach. And when I got there, I was quite surprised. In walks this young pastor. It was Pastor Bobby. So I was like, oh, he's awful young. I'm like, well, let's hear what he has to say. And once he opened his mouth, I think it hit my husband and I both at the same time that we had finally found a church that we wanted to call home. I said to my husband, I'll bet this would be a really great place to work. You know, my husband's like, well, how are you going to work there if they're not hiring? And I said, don't worry, I'm going to work there. And about 2 weeks later, we came into church, and the job was in the bulletin, teleministry, help wanted. And at first I thought they wanted ordained ministers for the position, but then something kept whispering in my ear, call the number, call the number. So I called the number, and Nancy called me in for an interview, and I got hired on weekends in the teleministry department. And I had a full-time job. I had been there almost 17 years. And I knew that I had this for the weekend, so I decided to work both jobs just because I loved the ministry so much and believed in it so much. I just wanted to be a part of it. And after several months of working here, it turned into a full-time position. So it was kind of scary, but I left my job of 17 years. And I came to work here full time, and that's how I ended up not only calling the church my home, but also working and serving. I see how God used Shepherd's Grove and the Hour of Power just to first of all soften my heart, and then just bring me to a place where I just wanted to serve in His kingdom more than ever. And as time went on, I wanted to serve in a greater capacity with each moment that passed. And I started out, I didn't know what I was going to do. I didn't even know why I was attending college. And all of this just lit something inside of me. And I just knew what I wanted to do, and that was just to love people and show them God's grace and show them Jesus' love. And that was what I wanted to do. So I'm going on to seminary, and I will become a pastor when school is finished.